Okay, this is what my first kind of take on Donald Trump and the impeachment. So I know that what I'm hearing, and I'm trying to get this information on the specifics, which I don't have yet, but something about abuse of power. And I'm going to kind of turn this over to what abuse of power has to be with, or I'm sorry, what abuse of power has to do with, and I don't think it has to do with money. So abuse of power is when you know that you are in the wrong and you abuse your power anyway. So right now, the things that I'm going through as a father is I have my wife in a certain situation where she has all my children over Christmas time. And she is using basically the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. She's using police officials, right? So if I were to approach her, then she would go, "Hey, you over there with the lethal sidearm, kill my husband." That's abuse of power, okay? Because I want to be near my family, okay? So anytime you tell another person to kill another person, that's a form of abuse of power, okay? I think Trump, on the other end about Donald Trump, is I think he should stand up as not only as a citizen but as the president and go to court over this and face, I guess, the impeachment. Of course, Nixon did not face it. So Richard Nixon resigned and stepped down. I don't think Trump will do that, but I don't know the outcomes of the abuse of power. So him being commander-in-chief and being a military leader, him being a military leader and also the president of the United States, if he does not think that he has abused power, I think he should face trial and let them make the decision. I don't know. I'm trying to get the specifics on exactly what he did or what went on with the abuse of power. I just want to show you this shot right here. Money's not the reason. Money is not the reason. Look, I know I've said a lot of stuff about the rich, and I don't really harsh on the poor. No one should. But I know the rich sometimes treat the poor like trash. But I'm not judging Trump for having the money. I don't think money is the issue at hand. But I have to look at the specifics. We knew that Richard Nixon spied on the Democratic Party. We knew that Richard Nixon did this because tape recorders were found. There was physical proof, okay? If there's no physical proof of his abuse of power, go right on trial and face it. If you know you've done nothing wrong, then he's going to face the trial. He's going to face trial if he knows that he did nothing wrong, even though the court system can be pretty bad. But Richard Nixon knew that he had spied on the Democratic Party. Him being a Quaker didn't quite cut it for his character base, meaning he wasn't going to hide behind his religious background. He knew he had spied on the Democratic Party, and Richard Nixon stepped down. He knew he was guilty. So if Trump goes up there and sits on trial, then he knows he's innocent. And the fact that he's going to face trial. I don't know. Abuse of power, I'll give you an example of the abuse of power. My wife holding my kids from me and then telling me that if I go up to her, that she will call the police and have them execute me with lethal force, right? That's abuse of power. That is abuse of power. I have the right to see my family, right? I'm a father. So that's an example of abuse of power. My mother-in-law is backing her on that abuse of power. Meaning my mother-in-law says, shoot him, right? Kill him dead, even though I'm the father, right? Because she has man envy and hates men, right? So I have to suffer the abuse of that, which I am. So I have to, my wish is this: let's have peace, okay? So let's set down our lethal firearms. Let's set down the law for Christmas. Let's have a peace treaty. And let's be peaceful for Christmas time. And let's let families get back together. So this is my call out to you, Angel. Lay down your sword and lay down your badge. Lay down your shield, okay? Lay down the power that you're hiding behind. And rejoin me for Christmas. is all I'm saying. Of course, your mother will probably say, well, if you do that, I'll kill myself. That's what her mother will probably say. Her mother threatens to kill herself if she doesn't. And that's abuse of power, too. Angel's mother is abusing power by saying, if you don't listen to me, honey, then she says that she'll kill herself, meaning her mother or my mother-in-law will kill herself if Angel doesn't listen to her. So Angel's in fear that her mother will take her own life if she doesn't listen to her. So the thing is that you can abuse power in many different ways. And what I say, Denise, is stop it. Let her go. She's married. I've got proof of that. You didn't stand up during the marriage and object. Let her go. She's married. Okay. She's my wife. The kids we're a family. Lay down the lethal weapons. Okay. And let's rejoin as a family. Okay, that's all I ask is visitation for Christmas time with the kids and to find peace somewhere. Regardless if you want me to grow up or not, okay, regardless if I'm going to grow up or not or whatever happens on growing up, regardless of that, we can set that aside for Christmas time and find peace. Now, back to Trump. I would just say this, Donald Trump. If you didn't do anything wrong, go up there. There's great plays that have been written about people that have faced trial. I'm a theater arts guy, so there's many plays that have been written about people that have faced trial. There's even biblical stories about people that have faced trial during their innocence, and the truth will prevail. Okay, so if you face trial, we'll find the truth, but be brave. You're an American. You chose to be president. You chose to be commander-in-chief. So face that and be brave. This will show the bravery of a president, if you did do it. If you resign, then you're hiding behind Richard Nixon's resignment. You're hiding behind a coward, like he did, which he really did it. So I guess Nixon was smart for resigning. But what I say is, if you did nothing wrong, then go ahead and face the trial. If you did do something wrong, I'd go ahead and resign. But if you didn't, then just face the trial. That's my suggestion. So I'm not supporting Trump, and I'm not saying Trump is wrong. I'm just saying that this is a major, big time thing going on in our country. It's also happening to families. But what I would do is, in my case, I guess, I'm not going to run after the kids. I don't think a Christian can sue another Christian. So what we're seeing in the House of Representatives, those are not Christian people. That's the stuff of evil. But I'm not going to sue any family members. I won't do that. This is not a Kramer versus Kramer thing. And this is not a marriage story with Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson for sure. But I can say this for sure. I know for a fact I'm not going to sue any family member. I remember talking to Tim Dolch, okay? And he said, Angel has the right to sue you. Well, this is my message to you, Tim. A Christian cannot sue another Christian, Tim Dolch. When you gave me that information about, this gives your wife a right to sue, do some research on the Bible. If you know what a Christian is, you'll know this, that a Christian cannot sue another Christian. Okay? So I'm not going to sue anybody. If you want it, you can have it. My paradise awaits on the other side. My heaven is not of this earth. So my heaven awaits in paradise with my Messiah.